Hello. Hello. Anybody hear me? Okay, so something happened and I went offline. I'm just gonna go again and hope it doesn't happen. From the top, people. Do. Do. Oh, 1 second. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Do. 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 Tita lalita lalito. Tita lalita lalito. And I am back. Yay. Alright. From the top, just forget that the last few minutes didn't happen, okay? Alright, music back on. Alright. So let's just try this again. 1, 2, 3, just taking my mic. Okay. So, once again, hello. My name is Kokoro. I am an English Vtuber, and this is my debut stream. Yay! We shall once again start off by showing yes, no, what's that? What's from SpongeBob? Anyway, let's just show off my model. This is a simple model that I made in VOD Studio. Nothing too crazy. However, I'm sure there's one thing you guys noticed. And it is this, wrong movement. And it is this hoodie right here. It is an edited version of the Kingdom Hearts logo, because Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game series. And if we go to the top and go close, very close, you can see these beautiful eyes that I did myself in Clip Studio Paint following a tutorial. So it's my beautiful eyes, so some of my lovely hair, nothing too much, just some simple bangs. If you go to the back, bang! I have a very cute ponytail. Alright. Now that we have showing the model out of the way, it's time to tell you a bit about myself. Scene transition. Position transition. Alright, to the beginning. To the beginning. Alright, let's try this again. And hope that I do not go offline this time. Please, don't let me go offline. Alright, so, who is Kokoro? Hello, my name is Kokoro. I am a young woman who loves video games, anime, Vocaloid, MMD, and 3D animation. Also apologize if I'm not really answering the chat. I haven't really worked out a stream setup yet. And so I cannot really actually see what it looks like at the moment, else even if I would have fixed it. Anyway, My hobbies include playing video games, watching YouTube videos, watching anime, writing fanfiction, and reading manga and light novels. Now that I have that out of the way, I want to tell you guys about some of my favorite things. First, some of my basic favorites. My favorite color is pink. I think you could tell, judging by the amount of pink all over my screen. My favorite food is any kind of dessert. My favorite video game genres are JRPGs, rhythm games, and sandbox games. My favorite anime and manga genres are slice of life, romance, and shoujo. My favorite music genres is anything I can dance or rock out to. Now some of my favorite game series. The first one being my all-time favorite series, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, after all, I put the logo on my hoodie, and if you can see in the bottom left corner, there's also the logo. That's my channel banner. Anyway, I have to look at it. Oh, wrong way, Avatar. There, my avatar's looking at it over there. Anyway, besides Kingdom Hearts, I also love Sims 4. I have been playing it ever since I was a youngling. Project Diva, which makes sense since I love Vocaloid, and I also love rhythm games. And lastly, Minecraft, because who hasn't played Minecraft at least once in their life? And now, my favorite anime. First, my all-time favorite anime is March Comes In Like a Lion. It is such a good show. More people need to watch it. Please go watch it. After March Comes In Like a Lion, we have Fruits Basket 2019. Tonikawa, Over the Moon for You. Oh, sorry, I got over ahead of myself there. First, Fruits Basket 2019. If you want to be hit in the feels, watch Fruits Basket. And lastly, Tonikawa, Over the Moon for You. I love the trope of newlywed couples, and this is basically of that trope but an anime. Anyway, next, my favorite Vocaloid producers. First being my all-time favorite producer, Giga P. His songs are so good, and his remixes. So many times, there's an original version of a song that's meh, but a remix by Giga P. It's so good. For example, I don't really care much for the original version of Electric Angel, but I love Giga's remix, it's so good. Anyway, moving on from my love for Giga, we have Yuo Yuppie. He makes very edgy rock music, and I love it so much. His album Draw is the first time I listened to an entire Vocaloid album. After that, we have Rio. Because of course Rio. He's like the father of Vocaloid. He made such iconic songs like World Is Mine and Melt. Sorry, I couldn't think of the song name for a second. And last but not least, KZ Live Tune. He also made very iconic songs like To Tell Your World, Hand in Hand, and so on. The songs are very inspirational and upbeat. Alright, now, speaking of Vocaloid, my favorite Vocaloid songs. My first all-time favorite being Bring It On. The song is so good, and apparently I'm not the only one who thinks so, because from what I know, it's the highest viewed Rin song with it, and it deserves it, because it is so good. After Bring It On, we have Villainous Self-Riser, which surprisingly is not a Giga P song, but it reminds me so much of a Giga P song. It's not. It's done by Wonderful Opportunity, which is so catchy. I freaked out when it was in Miku Expo 2021. Anyway, after that, we have Lie by Circus B. I love romance drama, and nothing says romance drama more than a breakup song. Then after that, we have Unknown Mother Gears, It's such a very good song. If any of you guys saw my top Hatsune Miku songs, which I did for Miku's birthday a few days ago, I listed it as number 1. After random other gifts, we have Feathers Across the Seasons. The song is just so beautiful, man. Not just in the way it sounds, but the story itself is so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. Then last but not least, Kokoro and I. It's just such a really good love song. I love it so much. Alright. Now that we have that out of the way, I wanted to do a quick shout out to some other content creators that make content similar to mine. First, we have other independent VTubers. The first one I want to talk about is Raichi. She is an independent EN VTuber like myself, but she's also a Utaite, which, for those who don't know, is somebody who makes covers of songs that were originally in Japanese. And in fact, she just released her first album today, Summer Blooms Without You, which is a Yorishika cover album. Now I myself am not really a Yorishika fan, but I did watch the preview video she posted on her channel, and I liked what she did. So, Raichi, if you're watching this, I love your work, and congrats on the album. After Raichi, Bao, also known as Hikaru Station. She is also an EN VTuber, and also like Raichi, a Utaite. She also did an original song for her debut called 52 Hearts, which is very nice. I recommend checking it out. Next, other MMDers. These are people who make MMD videos like myself. First, the Soda Wave. Their videos are so good. The quality of their special effects and their shading is just so good. I strive for my videos to be as good as theirs are someday. And after the Soda Wave, we have Mina-chan Daisuke. For what I believe, she makes all the models and animations for her MMD videos herself. And her stories have her MMDs have a lot of story to them. Specifically, Miku Excellent stories, because she's a Miku Excellent shipper. Well, I myself am not really a shipper in vocal weights, since technically any ship is canon. I like what they do with their work. Last but not least, other Blender users. First is Astriological. I followed a lot of her tutorials when I first started out in Blender, and it helps me a lot. So thank you for that, Astriological. And then also Blender Guru. Now, I think most Blender users know Blender Guru, since he's the one who made the famous donut tutorial that many first-time Blender users, including myself, used when they started out in Blender. I actually haven't finished the tutorial yet, because I got too impatient to wait until I was done with it to start doing other stuff, but I do plan on finishing it. Now before I move on, I just want to say, of course there are plenty more other content creators than the ones I mentioned here, but of course I couldn't mention any of them, so I just mentioned the ones I think impact me the most and that I watch the most. But I didn't list any gaming YouTubers, because we all know how many gaming YouTubers there are. Anyway, moving on. Now, let us talk about my planned content. First, what games do I want to play on stream? This is a no-brainer to anybody, but I want to obviously play Kingdom Hearts on stream. Again, it's on the hoodie, and in that side logo anywhere, over there. And of course I'm going to play that on stream. After Kingdom Hearts, I want to play Neo, The World Ends With You. I'm currently playing through the original World Ends With You, the iOS version. And I played the Neo demo on my gaming channel, and I plan on playing the full thing eventually. Next, Final Fantasy. You really can't be a Square Enix fan and not want to play Final Fantasy, so that's a no-brainer. Next, both of the Impacts, Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact makes sense, because everybody and their dang mother has played this game at this point, and I want to join in too, and see which husbandos and waifus I love the most. But besides Genshin Impact, I also want to play Honkai Impact. I didn't realize it despite hearing about the game before, but Honkai Impact is made by the same people who made Genshin Impact, which I should have realized they must have Impact at the end of it. And I wasn't really interested in playing at first, but then Amalie, who was a YouTuber who does cover songs I listen to a lot, did a cover of Moon Halo, and now I want to play it. Anyway, after the Impact, I want to play Project Diva, as well as PBD. For those who don't know, PBD is like a free version of Project Diva you can download to your computer. Plus, you can play custom charts with it. I actually plan on making my own charts for my own songs, so that would be fun. After Project Diva, I want to play Spore. I was obsessed with this game as a kid, so I would love to play it again. And lastly, The Sims 4 and Minecraft. I already talked about The Sims 4 and Minecraft, so I don't think I have to explain that I'm going to play them on stream. Alright, so that's the games I want to play on stream. But I also want to do 3D modeling and animation on stream. And I will do this using Blender, Marvelous Designer, which I haven't actually used yet, but I've been watching videos and I plan on trying to use it, MMD, and lastly, I want to make custom Sims 4 content. Specifically, I would love to make outfits of the characters from the stuff I watch and put it in The Sims. That would be really cool. Alright. Oh no, what Final Fantasy would I want to play? Not sure really, because there's so many I want to play. First, I want to play Final Fantasy X and X-2. Because for those who don't know, X-2 is how I was first introduced to the series. My dad bought it, my sisters and I watched him play it, and I instantly fell in love with it. That's also how I first found out about Kingdom Hearts, because there was a manual, because there was a picture for it on the back of the manual. But besides the 10 and 10-2s, I'd also love to do Final Fantasy XIV Online, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy 15. There's just a lot of Final Fantasies, so I'm not sure which one I'll try first. Alright, moving on. Platforms I'll use for streaming and videos. So here's how this is going to work. My plan is to stream on Twitch, but then post Twitch VODs on my gaming and on both of my channels. I will apologize for fumbling my words. I've never been good with live speaking. So yeah, stream on Twitch and then post VODs to my channels, as well as post stream highlights. And for short videos and memes, I have a TikTok, so I'll be posting those on there. Now let's talk about my stream schedule. First, this is so tiny, I can't see it, so we're going to make this larger. I can't see chat anymore. Let me see so I apologize, chat, if I don't apply to you. I can't see you at the moment. And I'm also gonna, nope. Sorry, oopsie. I'm also gonna move myself here. Alright, so here is my stream schedule for September of 2021. Fair warning that this can change depending on what happens in my IRL life. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that I do not plan on streaming on weekends. I want to take off during the weekends and work on videos and other stuff. But if I'm bored and have some free time, maybe I'll do a sudden unexpected stream. But what streams do I have planned? So my plan is to do 3D modeling and animation content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and to do gaming content on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let's go into a more in-depth look on what I'm going to be doing for this month. So, starting on the 6th of September, which will be my first stream after this on Monday, I want to make a male V-Roid model to go with my female one. Then on Tuesday, I want to play Honkai Impact for the first time. Then on Wednesday, I want to do an MMD animation. Thursday, I want to play Genshin Impact for the first time and fall into the rabbit hole like everybody else. And on Friday, I want to use Marvelous Designer for the first time and try to make a top edit. So that is what I plan on doing in the first week of September. What's in the second week? First on Monday, I want to make my dad a model in V-Roid. So you're probably wondering where that came from. You see, my father's a businessman, and he asked me to make a model for him for when he does presentations. So Dad, I know you're watching this. I expect some form of payment in return, because this is technically my first commission. Anyway, after that, on Tuesday, on the 14th, I want to play Spore. Then on the 15th, another MMD animation. On the 16th, The Sims 4. And then on the 17th, I want to go back to Marvelous Designer, but this time try to make a pants. Then we take the weekend off, and on the 20th, Monday, I should want to do some animation practice. Then on the 21st, so the Tuesday, I want to make a custom PPD chart. Now I slightly dabbled in it, but I haven't actually made a full chart before, but I want to do that. I already know what song I want to do it for. I'll let you guys guess until the stream comes on what that's going to be. Then on the 22nd, another MMD animation. On the 23rd, I want to play some Project Diva Future Zone. On the 24th, I want to use Marvelous Designer to make shoes. And then in the last week of the month, I'm changing up the stream schedule a bit. Because I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday and Friday on the last 2 days of the month. Because I have other video plans for those days. So, instead of doing gaming on Tuesday and Thursdays in the last week of the month, gaming will be changed to Monday and Wednesday. On Monday, I'm going to try and play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. I know, weird waiting until the last month to play my favorite game series, but I have to wait until I get my capture card. Well, I should get it by then. I just wanted to schedule it near the end just in case. And then on Wednesday of the last week of the month, I want to play Neo, The World's End with You. But that all depends on if I actually have the game by then, because I don't actually have it yet. I just have the demo version. Alright, so that is my stream schedule for this month. But once again, I must let you know that this could change depending what goes on in my life. Wait. And just to reiterate, let's once again recap what I'm doing this week. Starting from Monday the 6th, making a male V-Roid model. Tuesday the 7th, Honkai Impact stream. Wednesday the 8th, MMD animation. Thursday the 9th, Genshin Impact stream. And Friday the 10th, using Marvelous Designer to make a top. Also, all of these will be starting at 6 o'clock at GMT plus 2. Or I should say 1800 GMT plus 2. It may change later at 9, but I think this is a good time to start and give me plenty of time to do the streams. Alright. First, let me shrink this again. And move me back here. Alright. So, one more thing for the stream is I wanted to show you guys all of the links to all my socials and stuff. So first, there's the link to my gaming YouTube channel, which is just called Kokoro, but I will sometime down the line change it to something like Kokoro Games, so that's easier to know that it's my gaming channel. My 3D animation and modeling channel, which is Kokoro Creates. It was Kokoro MMD, but when I realized I wouldn't just be focusing on MMD, I changed it to Kokoro Creates, because I create things on there. Then, besides my channels, here's my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and lastly, my DeviantArt page. You can pretty much find all of these links in my About section of the Twitch page, Except the deviant or to one because there was a limit on how many links I could have. But it's okay. I think down the line I'll make a link tree with all these things on it so that you guys can see it. And well, so you guys go to my blah. Oh boy. So that you guys can go to all my links there. Okay. Well, that's the end of this PowerPoint. So let's go back to the screen. Alright. So with that ends my debut. The second attempt at it, that is. Does anybody have any questions? Looking at chat. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, yeah, I can't tell if anybody has any questions, and I'm too impatient to wait, so if you want to ask me any questions, you can go to my Twitter or stuff, or my YouTube channel, or whatever. There's plenty of ways to ask me. So, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you everybody so much for coming. I apologize for the oopsie in the beginning. I also apologize if my way of speaking wasn't that good. Like I said, I'm not that good with public speaking. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope all of you who came will watch me in my future streams. And come with me on my new VTuber journey. Oh, thank you NudoIQAYZA very much. Well, with that, I bid thee adieu.